My wife asked for a divorce in April. The following week, I called our couples therapist to book a solo session. The receptionist said I wasn't in the system. Only my wife was listed as a client. Diane and I had been in couples therapy with Dr. Kessler for 2 years, every Wednesday at 6. We talked about distance, about what we were working toward. I believed we were doing it together. When she asked for the divorce, I was gutted, but I trusted the process right up until the end. Then I called Dr. Kessler's office, and the receptionist said Diane had been the only listed client for 14 months. Diane and I met at 28, married at 31. 12 years, no kids by choice, a life built around each other. Travel, a house we'd renovated room by room, a rhythm I never questioned. She was the private one. I gave her space when she needed it and called it respect. The insurance company confirmed her individual sessions started in January 2022. Our couple's work began that same month. We walked in together while she'd already been going alone. I pulled 2 years of bank statements, 2 session charges a week under the same practice. Wednesdays hours, Fridays a charge I'd always assumed was billing overlap. 14 months of Friday sessions at $180 each. I added it up twice. Then I called our insurance company and asked for a complete claims history. The woman read back every session date from January 2022. She asked which claims I was disputing. I said I wasn't sure yet. I asked Diane on a Sunday morning while she made coffee. She didn't turn around right away. When she did, her face told me she'd been expecting this. She said she needed somewhere she could think without managing how I'd react. I asked what she'd needed to think about. She said whether she still wanted to be married. I asked how long. She said since 2021. That was a year before we ever walked into Dr. Kessler's office together for the first time. I filed a complaint with the licensing board, not to destroy anyone. I needed to know whether what happened was allowed. The intake coordinator said a therapist treating one spouse individually while conducting couples work raises serious ethical concerns. She said it carefully, like she'd said it before. I thought about every Wednesday. Diane sitting across the room, having already worked all of this out. My friend Joel had referred us to Dr. Kessler 2 years earlier. I called him in August. He said he'd only ever been there with his wife, never alone. I asked how the referral came up. He said Diane had called him in 2021, asking if he knew a good therapist. I hadn't known she'd made that call. She hadn't mentioned looking for anyone before she brought it up to me. She'd had a plan long before I knew there was anything wrong. Dr. Kessler sent a letter in September. Measured, said she regretted any confusion around the therapeutic structure and wished both parties well. The most carefully worded non-apology I'd read in my life. I showed it to Diane. She said she hadn't asked her to write it. I said, I know. That was the first exchange we'd had that felt honest. It lasted 4 minutes. We sat at the kitchen table after and neither of us moved. The board opened a formal inquiry in October. Diane moved into an apartment in November, and we started working with separate attorneys. The house, 12 years of accounts, every shared decision reduced to documents. She called twice that month. Once about a piece of mail, once to ask how I was. The second time she said she was sorry for all of it. I said I know, I meant it. It was the last real conversation we had. The divorce was final in February. I still drive past Dr. Kessler's building sometimes. Her name is still on the door. I don't know what I'd say if I saw her. I think about the Wednesdays a lot. Both of them in that room together, deciding what I